बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। I am Humaira Arshad with lecture in Formal Method Software Engineering. Today we are going to discuss the specification and refinements. In previous lecture we are discussing the specification. In today we should start to discuss application and concurrent specification of operating system component by using Z, and then we will applying some refinement steps. What we are going to do, we are discussing in previous lectures the specification, and today we should start some application and concurrent specification of operating system component by using Z, and then we will apply some refinement step to have relative speaking concurrent implementation of that of operating system components. The OS component that we are going to talk about is very famous, scheduler. First of all, we see what is scheduler. In previous class we are discussing the subject operating system, and in operating system we will discuss scheduler in detail, but now here we discuss in short level. We are talking about scheduler. Scheduler is component that take a task from ready queue and assign CPU to that task. I hope you understood about scheduler in CPU and their working in operating system. So here shortly we discuss what is scheduler. Scheduler is component that take a task from ready queue and assign CPU to that task. So it performs certain operations, number of operations, and we have number of things that we need to take care of them. In this example that we are going to discuss, we are going to have number of constraints. First of all, we say we have just only processor available, so it is no multi kind of processor. We say just here we have a single processor. We are going to use this scheduler to schedule task. We are going to use scheduler to schedule task on the single processor. The other thing that we are going to use is we are going to have a processes which is using the processor. That process will be called current process. I will repeat this point. We are going to use, or we are going to have a process which is using the processor. That process will be called current process, and then we will have a processes is ready queue. Those are processes that are scheduled and wait for scheduler. Then we will have processes which are waiting for some other events in I/O. For example, those processes would be put in a queue called blocked queue. So current process which need I/O would be put into blocked queue. So we take this process from ready queue, we put it on the processor. It is take some time. After taking some time slot is allocated. After that it time out and it is put back at the end of ready queue. This is a complete process of ready queue. I will repeat this point again. So we take this process from ready queue, we put it on processor. It is take some time. After completion their time slot, after that its limited time is over and it is put back at the end of ready queue. During processes it needs I/O. It is taken out from the processors and it is a part into blocked queue. So this is our basic kind of famous cycle of process. This is what the process. Number 1, come into ready queue. Number 2, take processor. After time they go back ready queue. or if need IO, they go into the IO queue, take from their resources, use it and utilize them. Ready queue could be implemented according to the FIFO or priority queue depending upon what scheduler policy we want to have. So this is basic kind of information about the scheduler. So I think here no need to elaborate any further. Now here look at the slide of specification. Here first of all, first point we have our system will deal with up to n processes where n is a natural number. Number 2 is each processor will be associated with a processor identifier or PIDs. PIDs is equal to 1 to n and have up to n processes. Then we have a special process ID called null ID, null PID, which is equal to 0. In specification, our system will deal with up to n processes where n is a natural number. Each process will be associated with a processes identifier or PIDs. Here we have a special process ID called null PID which is equal to 0. Remember, proper process ID is number which is greater than 0, and all the process ID they would be our PIDs and our null PID IDs. That is option of PID that we have all PID union is equal, PID union null PID. In further slide we see abstract state. In abstract state we have a scheduler, current, ready, blocked and free. There are 4 variables we have defined. Here defined number 1 is the current. Current one means the one that deposes the processor, and this is taken from all process ID plus null process ID. That means it is possible the CPU is not given to any processes. So the processes on the CPU, there is no processes that has the CPU. So here we need to have a null PIDs, that means no current processes in poses. There is a no process left except kernel. We says that in simple words, except kernel there is nothing. Then we have other process, we actually have 4 partition, current, single processor, nothing here, free paid, list of those paid which have been not taken, maximum n paid. When a processor come, we assign empty number of free list. In simple words, here I says that maximum n PIDs. When processor come, we assign empty number of free list, empty number from free list. If we have a free PID, then it is assigned. Then sum of processes in ready queue, blocked queue or current queue. So all PIDs there are assigned or not assigned. Take care all of them. It's a necessary point. So here 3 important states that we are discussed in scheduler or ready queue. Number 1 is current state, ready queue, and the last one is waiting queue. It's a very necessary and important states. Now look at the predicate. This current means null PIDs. This is 1. Then we have ready, blocked queue and free PIDs. These 4 define the partition of PIDs. I already mentioned these things in previous slides. Then we further move out next slide, that is initialization. We have an initialized part. So this is a scheduler in it. At given new state of scheduler, when we initialize, current get null PIDs, ready list is empty, block list is empty, and free is PIDs, which means that free list is full with PIDs. So initialize times, there is nothing on the CPU, nothing in ready queue, nothing in blocked queue. All these sets are empty, all PID present in the free PID list. So here we wind up our today lecture, because lecture is a very complex and it's a time consuming, and I hope you watch this video in multiple time and try to understand these 4 slides or these topics that I discuss in this lecture. In this specification and refinement, first of all we see what is scheduler, their working and their stages we discuss, then we see their process, then we discuss specialization, after that we discuss initialization and specialization, initialization and abstract state, and then in the last we see the initialization. And I hope you understood that all lecture, and if you have any query then you ask me, and further in next video we will continue our topic. Thank you.